Hi, I'm Samaneh, co-founder and head of product of Starbutter AI, and we make AI chat agents that help people pick financial products like credit cards and mortgages. And I'm here to tell you how AI-based chat is disrupting lead generation and search engine optimization in financial e-commerce. So right now, lead generation is done on the open web through websites, digital marketing, click-throughs, email. But the web is closing, and it's closing on 3 platforms: Google Assistant, Amazon Alexa, and Facebook Messenger. And if you're doing lead generation, you have to live on these platforms. So right now, 25% of all search is done in voice, and Google tells us it's going to go to 50% in 3 to 4 years. Search has completely new SEO rules. The old web rules do not apply. And in 2015, messenger platforms surpassed social media on active usage, telling us that people no longer want to scroll and read, but they want chat interfaces. So think about a high customer lifetime value segment, the millennial. This group thinks that all of their problems could be solved through their cell phones. They want to order a cab, get some food, and get a credit card through a chat app. Yet they don't want to talk to anybody, they don't want to visit bank branches, or they don't want to read websites. And now they're grown up and in the market for adult decisions, financial products, which has become more confusing than the cereal aisle at the supermarket. Lots of stuff tough to compare. And these people are in a huge market, right? Overall, 90 million credit card applications get approved every year, 11 million mortgages, and banks are spending $9 billion just in digital ad spend alone trying to retarget these rightfully confused people that think about the disconnect between the static content they're serving and this interactivity that they want. So imagine you could speak to these millennials like a savvy friend on the other side of chat, an AI-based agent that could interact with them, speak to millions of them at once, give them context-specific advice, make them smarter, give them a ton of value, and pass them off as these high-quality leads. And this is the year it's happening. This is the year voice blew up. We went from 11 million voice devices to almost 1 billion to the end of this year, and we're at 1.5 on Facebook Messenger. So I'm going to take you into the demo of Credit Card Helper. He's our flagship agent. He helps you find the best credit cards. We have 12. We're going into mortgages next. And I'm going to... So this is in Google Assistant. You voice talk or text into Google Assistant. He says, hey, I'm Cass. What can I help you with? Help me find a credit card. All right, what do you spend the most on? Travel. Okay, do you think you're going to carry a balance, yes or no? No, no balance for me. Do you want simplicity or you want to play the rewards game? I want simplicity. Any banks you hate? No preference. Okay, do you want to pay a fee for perks? Yes, I'm okay with that. What's your credit score? I'll give you something that you could approve for. And then it gives you a slew of cards. You can deep dive into any of these cards, ask any questions you have a card, and the next feature we're building is that you can compare it to cards in your wallet and do a portfolio analysis for you. In terms of traction, we went from 100 to 19.5 thousand users in the span of 3 months, 0 marketing dollars, all organic, because we did 2 things. 1, we hacked the SEO voice ranking signals that I mentioned to you about, and 2, we gave people quick recommendations. And this is corroborated by a huge study that was done where half of people would use an AI to pick a credit card. And so right now, we're working with some of the biggest companies to create this for them, and creating an agent comes down to 3 things. 1, you have to be in the market early. If you go to the market, you win because you get the data set advantage. 2, you can't just build this in-house. These tools are so new. We have our own internal training programs. And 3, you have to shake hands with the giants. So we lead the largest dev community, chatbot dev community in the country, and serve as a liaison to Google, Amazon, and Facebook. And so I'm going to leave you with this last remark. SEO and lead generation, as we know it, is blowing up. And if you're among the few that see the change coming, come talk to me about partnering. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Starbutter. Questions?
So could you kind of walk me through, when you give suggestions for credit cards, et cetera, how are you pulling the order? Like if I'm a user, yes, the order, is that pulled from search right now? Like how are you deciding that on the back end?
Great question. Thank you. So We have a large database that we consult that we built. So we have our own tech stack. We have a 60-page knowledge graph, and basically we pull information from CFPB, FDIC, JD Power, Consumer Reports, Terms of Service, Rewards, Quality, you name it. So all of the independent third-party sources in addition to card features, and then we give these cards a score based on the algorithm out of 100, and we say, all right, based on your criteria, this card's a 95, this one's a 92, below 85, I'm not even going to recommend to you, and then you can deep dive to see the card scores.
Can you talk quickly about the makeup of your team?
Yes. So we have backgrounds, it's a robust team. We have backgrounds in machine learning, digital acquisition, finance, legal, ad tech, so 8 people. Yes, there are 4 co-founders, 3 full-time, and then 8 people in total.
And do you have direct relationships with your credit card issuers, or are you using somebody else to have those relationships, and then how do you guys get paid?
Yes. So our business model is the affiliate program. So, for instance, we're working with LendingTree right now on the mortgage side, where essentially on the credit card, for every approved application, we get $100 roughly. And then for mortgages, it depends on where they are in the sales funnel. So, lower sales funnel, $70, upper sales funnel, $70, lower sales funnel, about $2,000.
Running your own brand. Do you do your marketing, or are you using somebody else's brand?
So Starbutter AI is the umbrella company, and then under that we have Credit Card Helper, Mortgage Helper, Bank Helper, and we use that name strategically because Google recommends us talk to Credit Card Helper, and we seem in sync with them too. But essentially, this consumer knows credit card as Credit Card Helper, and then to the affiliate programs we just get paid through them.
Can you talk about how customers hear about you and anything about how the funnel works when they're going into chat and completing a session?
Yeah, absolutely. So 2 ways that they learned about us. One, because we've decoded Google's voice ranking signals, if you ask a generic credit card question, like what's the best travel card, what's the best cashback card, some percentage of the time we get served up. And then the other is, they would directly ask for us. And then they go into that interaction, and then we have multiple options for them. So Help Me Find the Card was more customized option, but you could do category specific. If you know you need a cashback card, you go through there, get through the questions, and then ultimately deep dive on a card and then apply.
Perfect. Thanks, Starbutter. Okay, judges.